Hello everyone, welcome to the channel Unshackling Sudokus and Puzzles. I am Kishore and I am glad to be back in front of you guys for a video again. Today's video will be on a classic Sudoku created by Kumaresan. Kumaresan has contributed to us many classic Sudokus in the past, and his Sudokus we have used a lot in the past to explain many advanced Sudoku techniques, and he keeps contributing it to us, and we are extremely thankful and glad for that. And we hope that he continues contributing to us because all of his classic Sudokus have some advanced techniques and are so much joyful to solve. So the rules of the Sudoku are simple classic. Each row, each column and each 3x3 box will have digits from 1 to 9 without any repetitions. And before we start to solve the Sudoku, two things. If you want to try the Sudoku out yourself, please check the online solving link given in the description of the video, and do remember to subscribe to the channel. Your subscription is always a constant source of motivation for us. The only way that we can know, that you can let us know that you love the channel, is by subscribing to the channel and by sharing it with your friends and commenting under the video. So please do that. So let us start solving the Sudoku now. Okay, let me go to Sudoku mode. Right. So there is an 8 in row 2 and row 3, which means that I can corner pencil mark 8 in these cells. There is a 7. So let me corner pencil mark 7 here. 4 in these two cells, which gives me a 4 here. Right, because 4 is in column 4, so I can place the 4 here, and that gives me a 4 here. There is a 3 in row 8 and row 9, which means I can place the 3 here. Five in row 1 and row 3, I can place the 5 here. 8 in column 8 and 9, I can place the 8 here. 6 in row 7, row 9, 6 goes here. 6 in column 1, column 3, 6 goes here. Okay, so a lot of split kind of pencil marks. You mean I refer to split when I write a candidate in two cells in any row in box. 7 in row 4 and row 5 again gives a 7 here. Strange, there is no digit that we are able to get. Okay, let us start writing some candidates. I think there may be hidden singles inside the grid, because just by using simple scanning I am not able to see any digits that we can write. A lot of pencil marks but nothing, no digits. Let us start looking for cells which have maybe 2 or 3 candidates in them. So this may be a good place to start. 1, 6, 8 and 2, 5, 9 are ruled out. So this cell can only be 3, 4 or 7. And let me look at the symmetrically opposite cell to this one. 1, 3, 5, 2, 4, 6. So remaining digits are 7, 8 and 9, and you have a 7 in the box, so which means that this would be 8 and 9. No other possibility. Okay, there is a 6 in column 4 and 5, which means I can corner pencil mark 6 here. So these two cells must be can't be 1, 4, 9, 6 and 7, so they must be 2, 3, 5 and 8, but I have a 2 in row 6, which means that this will be 3, 5 and 8. So let me look at these two cells. I am just going along with where my eyes take me. There doesn't seem to be anywhere specifically that that is of interest here. So 1, 2, 5, 6 and 7. So these two cells must be 3, 4, 8 and 9. You have a 4 here, so this must be 3, 8 and 9. And you have an 8 here, so this must be 3, 4 and 9. And 1, 2, 5, 3 and 7. So these two cells are 4, 6, 8 and 9. A 4 can't be here, so this would be 6, 8, 9. And an 8 and 9 cannot be here, so this would be 4 and 6. And this cell can't be 1, 2, 4, 5, cannot be 6 and 8. So this would be 3, 7, 9. Let me look at this cell, maybe 1, 3, 5, 6 and 7. So this would be 2, 4, 8 and 9. Too many possibilities there. So for now, since we are just starting the grid, let us not go with writing 4 or more candidates. Let us try minimizing or focus on cells which have only 2 or 3 candidates. Maybe this cell 2, 5, 6, 4 and 7. So remaining digits are 1, 3, 8 and 9. You can't have 1, 3 here, so this would be 8 and 9. Oh, beautiful guys. So we have locked a pair in row 8. Nice. This was what I was looking for, the start. So we got an 8-9 pair. We have locked 8 and 9 into these two cells. 1, 3, 5, 8 and 9. So which means that the remaining digits in that row are 2, 4, 6 and 7. This can't be 6 and 7. So this would be 2, 4. This is not 2 and 6. So this is 4 and 7. This would be 2, 4, 6 and 7. And this would be a 4, 6 and 7. Okay. Let me look at column 6 maybe. 1, 4, 7, 9, 2 and 8. So these two digits are 3, 5 and 6. I have a 5 here, so this is 3, 6 and this would be 3, 5, 6. And if I look at these cells, 1, 2, 8, 4 and 6. So remaining digits are 3, 5, 7 and 9. Let me write them. And this cannot be a 5, so this would be 3, 7 and 9. And this cell in columns 6 can't be 2, 3, 5, 6, 1 and 8. So this is 4, 7 and 9. Okay, you have a 7 here. So this is not a 7. So this is 4 and 9. Oh, that's really interesting guys. We have been writing pencil marks for so long. We just got a locked pair here and nothing else. 3, 6 and 7 and 1 and 8. So these two cells must be 2, 4, 5, 9. You have a 2, 5 here. So this is 4 and 9. And this will be 2, 5 and 9 because 4 is here, right? So this cell can't be 2, 5, 6. Cannot be 3, 7 and 9. Okay, cannot be 4, 5, 6 and 9. 2, 3 and 7. So this would be 1 and 8. Okay. So these kind of cells should be our point of interest in harder classic Sudokus. As a general rule of thumb, please do remember that try to focus on cells which have only 2 candidates in them, because that may give rise to a Y-wing, maybe a skyscraper logic, an X-wing logic, or maybe some advanced techniques like XY wing or something else. So okay, again guys, we have a pair. In row 7 I was looking and I noticed this pair suddenly. So you'll see that in row 7 column 6 and row 7 column 9 we have locked a pair, right? Which means that the rest of the cells cannot be 2, 4 and 9. So 3, 6 and 7, 4 and 9. So these two cells will be 1, 2, 5, 8. And you have a 2 here. So this is 1, 5, 8 and 1 here. So this is 2, 5, 8. Beautiful. And let me look at this column now. 1, 3, 8 and 5 and 9. So these two cells are 2, 4, 6, 7. And you have a 2 and 6 here. So this is not a 2 and 6. So this is 4 and 7. This would be 2, 4, 6 and 7. Nothing is eliminated from there. I don't think we are, got the break in, right? There doesn't seem to be anything, just pencil marks. Let's look at this. Let us continue our process, guys. I think maybe at some point we'll find something, the crucial breakthrough. 2, 5, 8, 4, 7, 9. So this will be 1, 3 and 6. And this has 4 possible candidates. So I will start writing 4 or more candidates at the later part of the solve if needed. So 2, 5 and 8 and again 9. So lots of possibilities here. So nothing much here. Okay, let me look at these two cells. It can't be 3, 6 and 7. Cannot be 2 and 8. So this will be 1, 4, 5, 9. But you have a 5, 1 here. So this is not a 5. And this is not a 1. So 4, 5, 9 and 1, 4 and 9. Still nothing, guys. So 1, 3, 7, 4 and 6. So these two cells must be 2, 5, 8 and 9. You have a 2 here. So this is a 5, 8 and 9. and you have 5 here, so this is 2, 8 and 9. Any triplet along the column or something? Nothing. Am I missing something easy here? I don't want to embarrass myself. Is there some single that we are missing? Naked single maybe. 4, 5, 6, 9 and 8. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 7. I don't think there is any single, guys, because I would have spotted it by now for sure. 1, 6, 8 and 3, 5 and 9. So this cell must be 2, 4 and 7. And let me look at these two cells, 2, 4, 5, 8 and 9. So these two cells must be 1, 3, 6 and 7, and you have a 3, 1 here. So this is not a 3 and this is not a 1. Okay. Let us look at these two cells. So 4, 6 and 8, 5 and 9. So which means these two cells must be 1, 2, 3 and 7. You can't have a 7 here. So this is 1, 2, 3 and this would be 1, 2, 3 and 7. I think we need to write more digits inside cells now, because at some point, usually when I am solving a Sudoku, a classic Sudoku for example, I focus only on cells which have 2 or 3 pencil marks in them. I hardly write more than 3 pencil marks. But as the Sudoku grows harder, I also write depending on the situation. Let us look at this cell. It cannot be 2, 4, 5. It cannot be 6 and 9. And also an 8. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. So this will be 1, 3 and 7. Is there any X-wing or swordfish maybe in the Sudoku? Because usually Sudokus with these kind of layouts, 3 givens in a diagonal pattern in each of the box, based on my experience, they usually have some swordfish or X-wing in them. Maybe that is what we are supposed to look for here. Okay, but for now we will focus our attention only on writing some more candidates, because I see a lot of places which have very minimal pencil marks. 2, 4, 5, or rather very minimal candidates. I mean 2, 4, 5 and 7 and 1 and 8 are not possible. So this cell can only be 3, 6 and 9. Can't be anything else. Okay, and this is not joining with any of the other pencil marks to give us a triplet or a pair maybe. Let us look at these two cells. It cannot be 2, 5, 6. It cannot be 4, 8, 9. So this will be 1, 3 and 7. And this cell cannot be 2, 5, 6, 4, 7 and 8. And this will be 1, 3 and 9. Come on guys, at this stage I should have got something in the Sudoku. We placed only one digit in the grid, guys. And it's close to 15 minutes already. And we haven't found the second digit. Okay, so tell you what, we'll try to look for X-wings maybe, but I don't think there are any X-wings in the grid. Because for spotting an X-wing, you need digits in rectangular patterns in rows or columns, and I don't think I managed to catch anything. So we'll straight away look for some swordfishes maybe. I have no idea where to start looking for which digit, Okay, this cell has only 3 candidates. This cannot be 2, 4, 5. It cannot be 1, 6 and 8. So this can only be 3, 7 and 9, right? And this cell cannot be 1, 2, 4 and 6, 5 and 9 and 3, 5, 9. So this is 7, 8. Beautiful. This cell should be a point of interest for us because it has only 2 candidates. All these cells are potential points of interest for us. They may give us some sharp reduction. and this cell cannot be 479 and 156, so this will be 2 3 and 8. I'm sorry for this guys, so far I've been writing only candidates inside the cell, just building up the Sudoku, but and this cell also has only 3 candidates, 2 6 8 and 1 3 4, so this must be a 5 7 and 9. I think this should be enough pencil marks. I have only a few more cells and the entire grid will be populated with pencil marks. I don't want to clutter the grid so much. I think at this point we should be able to see something maybe. So I'll try to focus on cells which have only 2 candidates in them, maybe get something from there. So you have an 8-9 pair here. Do I have any other row which has 8 or 9 maybe in one of these 2 cells, maybe a skyscraper logic maybe? I have a 9 in this box, so 9 goes in 4 cells and 8 is in these 2 cells in this box, and I don't see any row which has 8 specifically restricted to these 2 cells or more in that row. Okay, maybe this row 5, but it has lots of possibilities for 8. So I think there is maybe some chain logic here that we are supposed to see, guys. So bottom grid looks very I won't say restricted, but there seems to be something. There are too many pencil marks here. If this is a 4, this becomes 2. These cells will be 6 7 4 9 9. Oh yes. Oh wait, let me see this again. 4 2 6 7 4 9 4. Oh, amazing guys. A really tough deduction here. A very tough deduction. I'll show you this. So let me remove the corner pencil marks first. Okay, so let me use a red color now. So this cell cannot be a 4, because if this is a 4, then this becomes 2, right? And you have a 6 7 pair here now. I'll again remove the corner pencil marks from here. So you get a 6 7 here when this is a 4. Now look what happens to these cells. So when this is 6 7, this becomes a 4, this becomes a 9, and this becomes a 4 again. So you have 2 4s now. Remarkable, right? A very tough one to see. I don't think this is easy at all to see, or I'm not even sure if there is something else in the grid at this point. Is there an easier way to explain this or see this? Okay, there is a really sharp way to look at this, guy. So basically, look at these 4 cells. I'll shade those cells. Let us look at these 4 cells. Now the kind of thinking that you need to have at this point is, both of these cells cannot be 4. If both of these cells are 4, then you don't have a 4 in row 7, right? So at least one of this cell is a 7, either row 8 column 6 or row 9 column 7, or both of the cells can be 7, but at least one of the cells is 7, which means that cells which see both of those cells cannot have a 7. Amazing. So which means I can eliminate the 7 from these cells, right? Because if I have a 7 here, then both of these cells become 4 and both of these cells do not have a 4. So this is a different way of looking, but a very smarter way of looking, I would say. Not easy at all. So I managed to stumble upon this by assuming something at this point. So it's not easy to straight away look at it, look at the Sudoku this way. So you can eliminate the 7 from here. This is not a 7 and this is not a 7. So okay, so you have a 2 4 and 6 and 4 and 6 here, and we also know that one of these cells must be a 7. And is that giving us anything now? Okay, nothing much, except you get a 5 pencil mark. So we'll go ahead with this. This cannot be a 4 now. If you have a 4 here, this becomes 6. Oh, you have a 2 4 6 triplet now, right? Beautiful, right? So you can get a 7 now. You don't need to go along the chain now. One of these cells was a 7 and we eliminated 7 from here, and which means that this cell would have to be a 7. Can't be a 4. Beautiful, guys. So let me remove this, right? and I'll quickly write the digits now. Hopefully this is the break-in for the Sudoku. You get a 1 3 here. This was 1 3 and 7, right? So we get a 1 3 there now, and these two cells are not a 7, and okay, 4 in these two cells, which means you get a 4 here, and that gives a 9 here, so no 9 here. So I got a 9 here, right? So 9 must be in one of these cells, and this cell cannot be 2 5 8 9 4 or 7, so this will be 1 3 and 6, right? So 2 5 8 9 4 and 7, so this is 1 3 and 6, and this cell, okay, not much there. So I got a 7 here. Maybe I can do something with that. 7 must be in one of these cells because of this 7 and this 7, and 7 in one of these cells because of this 7 and this 7, and we already know that 7 is in one of these cells, which means 7 must be in one of these cells. Beautiful. So for column 9, because 7 is in these cells, you cannot have 7 here. 7 is in these cells, so you cannot have 7 here, so 7 must be here, which means that these three cells cannot be a 7. Maybe that is giving something. Okay, and that is actually giving me a digit. Now there is only one cell left for the 7 in row 1, which means that this would be a 7. This is not a 7. Okay, let me remove the corner pencil mark. This is not a 7, right? Why is the corner pencil mark not going? Yeah. And this cell now, sorry guys. This cell now 4 5 9 6 7 8 8 8. This would have to be a 1 2 and 3. What am I supposed to see here? So we also put a 9 here, so which means that 9 must be in one of these cells. 9 must be in one of these cells, and 9 must be in one of these cells. Okay, not giving me anything actually. Okay, I have a 2 here and 2 here. So tell you what, I'll just try to write the positions of 2 in each of the rows. Maybe that will help us. I'm not sure. Maybe we can place the 2 in row 2 will be in this cell, this cell. 2 in row 3 will be in these two cells or this cell. No other cell is possible for the 2. And 2 in row 4 is possible in these two cells, this cell and no other cell. 2 in row 5 is possible here, and these cells are not possible. And 2 in row 7 here or here. 2 in row 8 in these two cells. Is that giving me anything? Not really, right? I don't think there is anything. Oh wait. Yes guys, yes. I think this is the break-in guys. So look at row 2. You'll see that 2 is in either column 4 or column 7. And look at row 5. You'll see that 2 is either in column 3 or column 4. Right? And similarly look at row 8. 2 is in either column 3 or column 7. So column 4, column 7, column 3, column 4 and column 3, column 7. In each of these 3 rows, 2 is distributed only in these 3 columns, which means that basically this is called a swordfish pattern, right? So when you have such a pattern, that is, you restrict the possibility of a digit in 3 rows into exactly the same 3 columns. So let us take the rows maybe A, B and C, and columns are let's say 5, 7 and 8. If you restrict the position of a candidate in 3 rows into exactly the same 3 columns into those in those rows, then you can term this logic as swordfish logic, right? So what I will basically do, remove the blue cells from the rest of the rows. Now it will be better. So I'll write the 5 candidate in these cells. So 5 is either here or here. Sorry, I mean the 2. I'm sorry, it was the 2. So the 2 is either here or here, 2 is in these two cells, and 2 is either here or here. Now a simpler way or simplistic way of looking at it is, if you have the 2 here, then the 2 in row 5 has only one option, and the 2 in row 2 has only one option. So basically the 2's in these rows are distributed only into these 3 columns. So which means that you can eliminate 2 from the rest of the cells in those columns. These cells cannot take a 2, right? It's easy to see. If any of these yellow cells are a 2, then you will disturb the 2's in those 3 rows and those 3 columns. So which means that you can eliminate the 2 in the yellow cells. Beautiful. So let us see if this is giving us the finish. So this is not a 2, so you cannot have a 2 here. So this is a 1 or a 3. And any other cell, so this is not a 2, it cannot be 4, 6 and 7 and 5. So this will be 1, 3, 8 and 9. Okay, nothing much. We managed to eliminate only one candidate. Any other cell which has a 2 and which is shaded in yellow, so this cell already can't be a 2. Okay, 2, 4, 5 and 3, 7 and 9. So this is 1, 6 and 8. Maybe we can take this time to write the candidates there. And I don't think there is any other cell which we can eliminate for the 2. All the yellow cells don't have a 2. Most of the yellow cells don't have a 2 already. So let me remove the coloring. Right. I hope for more from this swordfish, guys. There is nothing in the grid. Maybe there is one more swordfish. I'm not really sure. Wow, wow. There is another advanced logic at this point in the grid, guys. It's a very difficult find. I'll explain you what the logic is, but before that I'll move on to an empty grid to show you how this logic works. At this point we have what we call an XYZ wing inside the grid, a really rare kind of logic. We have made a video on this logic previously. It's really rare in a Sudoku and it's very difficult to spot. So if you guys want to pause the video here before I move on to a different link to explain this technique, you may pause the video and try to find the XYZ wing that is hidden in the Sudoku at this point. It's a really sharp technique. So let us move on to a different page here. Maybe I have a blank grid again. So what I'm going to do is I'll write some candidates here. So let us see. Okay, that's okay, right? So I'll write some candidates to explain the technique for you. Maybe we have, let's say, a 4, 7 here, right? I'll write in red. So let's say we have a 4, 7 maybe. This is a 2, 4, 7 maybe, and this is a 2 and 4, right? Yeah. So this pattern. So you have a candidate AB here. A is 4, B is 7. You have a candidate ABC here, and you have candidate BC here. So basically you need to have a pattern of this kind, 3 candidates only distributed in 2 boxes, and exactly one candidate common between these 2 cells. These cells are the wing cells, and this will be the hinge cell. It's similar to a Y wing, but except that Y wing will have 2 digits. They will have bi-value candidates, but here in an XYZ wing you will have 3 candidates in the common cell. So now basically what you can do is, from these cells, from the cells which is common to all these cells, the cells which are common to all these cells is these 2, right? These 2 cells have an effect on all these 3 cells. So these 2 cells cannot take the digit which is common between this cell and this cell. Cannot take the digit which is common between the orange cells. So for example, what happens if you have a 4 here, right? Let me show in blue. If this is a 4, then this becomes a 7. This cannot be 4 or 7, so this will be a 2, and now what can you put here? Neither 2 nor 4. So this is what an XYZ wing is. A really rare logic that you may or may not come across. A very, very rare kind of logic, but it's wonderful when you spot it. So much satisfying to spot it. So to brief again, you need to have a candidate of the form AB, and you need to have a candidate of the form ABC which is common to the AB and the BC. So exactly one candidate will be common between these two cells, and this hinge cell will have contact with both the cells. By contact I mean it will have an effect on both the cells. When you have such a case, you can eliminate the common candidate between the cells from the cells which see all the three cells, right? This is called XYZ wing. Now let us move back to the Sudoku. And at this point, so I'll remove this shading, right? At this point, where is that XYZ wing? Look at these three cells. This is a typical XYZ wing pattern, XYZ wing. So you have an AB candidate, ABC candidate and a BC candidate. 4 is exactly common between these cells, and the cells which see both of all these three cells are exactly this cell and this cell. This cell already has a given, so we need not worry, but this cell I cannot take a 4. Superb, right? Because if this is a 4, this becomes 2 and this becomes 6. So 4 and 6 here, and you cannot place any digit here. Amazing. So this cannot be a 4. So this would be a 7. Hopefully this is the nail on the Sudoku that we are looking for. I think so, because we are getting a lot of digits. So this will be a 7. And that becomes a 5. This becomes a 2. So this is not a 2 now. This is a 5, 8. Okay, this will be a 4, 6, a 4, 6 pair, and that gives a 2 here. And which means that 2 in column 2 has only one cell. This cannot be a 2, so this is a 2. And 2 in row 5 has only one cell left. This will be a 2, and 2 in column 5 will be having here, and 2 in row 2 will be having the 2 here. Beautiful, guys. Superb. So I'll remove the corner pencil marks from those cells. So this is 2, this is 7, this is 7 and a 5. And this cell is not a 5, right? So this is 4 and 9. And you have a 5 here. So this is not a 2, so this is 3, 8. Uh, 1, 2, 5, 4, 8, 9. So this will be a 3, 6 and 7. Is there more twist in the tail? I'm not really sure. Okay. If you look at row 1, there is only one cell left for the 1, because this cell was taken by a 7. So there is only one cell for the 1. So, or maybe we could have put this 1 earlier. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I guess so. We could have placed the 1 earlier, but I'm not really sure if that would have helped us in the solve. So let us continue. So this would be 1. So which means that this is not a 1. So this would be a 6, 8. And there is a 7 here. So this is 8. Right, that is a 6, this is a 4, this is a 6, and which means this is not a 6, this is 3, 9, this is not a 6, this is 1, 3, which means this is a 9, this is a 7, and this would not be a 7, this is 3, 6, and these two cells must be 4 and 7, right? Let me tidy up the pencil marks now. So this is 8 and this is, sorry, this is 8, this is 7, this is a 6, right? This is a 9. This is a 4. Okay, let me remove the shadings too. This is not a, yeah. Okay, this cell is not a 9, right? Oops. This cell is not a 9, so this is 1, 3 and 8, and there is only one cell left for the 6 in row 4, because we have 1, 3, 8 triplet, so this would be a 6. Let me tidy it up. So this is a 3, 5, and this is a 2, right? I'm sorry for erasing the digit and writing again, because you know by mistake I started solving in the problem mode, and this is something I would like to avoid. I keep forgetting. I solve in problem mode, I cannot remove the corner pencil marks. So this will be 8 and 9. Come on, this should be finished now. So okay, there is an 8 here. So this is a 3, 5, right? Which means you have a 3, 5 pair. So this is 8. This is 1, this is 3, this is 9, this is 8, this is 9, this is 4, this is 1, and this is 5, 8. Okay, this is not a 1, so this is 3, 8, and 8 is here. So this is 3, 1, 3. Superb. So this is what I want to keep pushing the Sudoku now. So this is a 5, this is a 3, that is a 1, this is a 5. So let me remove these digits and put 9 and 3 there. There was a corner pencil mark there. So this is a 5. And these two digits must be 3, 9 and 1, 3, 4, 6, 2, 7, 8. So these two digits must be 5 and 9. These two digits must be 1 and 8. you have a 1 here, so which means this is 1, this is 8, and these two cells must be 3, 5, 6, 1, 2, 7, so 4 and 9, and you have a 4 here, so this is a 9, this is a 4, this is a 9, this is a 3, you 4 here gives a 4 here and a 7 here, and 7 and 9 gives a 3 here, and let me remove that, this would be a 3, and you must have a 7 here by classic, right? So 7 goes here, and these two cells are 1, 4, 5, 9, 2, 3, 7, so these two cells are 6 and 8, there is an 8 here, so which means this is 8, this is 6, this is 6, this is 3, and 8 gives an 8, 5 here, and a 5, 9 here. A really tough Sudoku, guys, very very tough Sudoku. I have taken 35 minutes to complete this Sudoku logically. Of course, in a competition, I would have guessed 10 out of 10 times. I would never have completed this using logic. This is impossible to solve. But for leisure purposes, you can always try looking for steps like these, because that will improve you as a solver. It will add a lot of skills to your arsenal. So hope you guys enjoyed watching me solve this Sudoku. There was a chain here that we managed to find at the start, and there we saw a swordfish which did not help much, and then we, with the help of the XYZ wing, we managed to complete the Sudoku. So please let me know how the Sudoku was. We'll be happy to see your comments, and we'll be back again soon with a video. Take care until then, guys. Bye bye.